Hey there, Wildcats, and welcome to your one-stop shop for everything happening at Lincoln Middle School. You've officially tuned in to episode 7 of the Lincoln WildCAST. Get ready to pounce on the latest headlines from our news desk, because we're here to keep you in the know. But that's not all. We've got something for everyone in the pack. In today's show, Renee will be talking about getting help when you need it during Pawsitive Vibes. As always, you'll get a good laugh from knee slappers with a few extra jokes this time and some guest laughers. You'll hear the latest middle school trends on what's trending. We'll also hear the final installment of our student-created Whodunit mystery, the Crimson Paw. During the school community Q&A, we will get another round of fun questions from our student panel to answer. Finally, we'll hear from our very special guest this week, the Executive Director of Strategic Communications for WVU, Ms. Shauna Johnson. From the roar of the crowd to the game to the quiet of the library, we're here to bring you the stories that matter most. So let's get this show on the road by kicking it over to our What's Trending team to tell you this week's trends.
Hello everyone, welcome to our last What's Trending.
Thank you all for joining us today on our last What's Trending this 9 weeks.
On today's What's Trending, we're talking about the top 12 cars today and a new slang word.
At number 1 is Lexus, number 2 is Toyota, number 3 is BMW, and at 4 is Ford.
At 5 is Jeep, 6 is Hyundai, 7 is Kia, and 8 is Chevrolet.
At 9 is Porsche, at number 10 is Nissan, and number 11 is Subaru, and 12 is Mercedes-Benz.
The slang word is sick nasty.
Sick nasty is an original word made by Mr. Kimball that is used to describe if something is cool or awesome.
I hope y'all have a sick nasty day.
This has been an amazing time on What's Trending for this 9 weeks. This is Letty signing off.
Yeah, thank you guys. This is Frankie signing off.
Thank you all for this wonderful time. This is Dean signing off. This is all for
What's Trending?
Next, let's go over to Renee and the Pawsitive Vibes crew for our mental wellness tips.
Hello and welcome back to Pawsitive Vibes. Today I'm talking about eating disorders. People with eating disorders are at risk for co-occurring mental illnesses, which most often include depression, anxiety, and substance use disorders. People with eating disorders are also at a higher risk of suicide. The symptoms are lack of appetite or interest in food, dramatic weight loss, upset stomach, and abdominal pain, with no other known cause. Limited range of preferred foods that become even more limited. If you or someone you know needs help or just someone to talk to, make sure to talk to a trusted adult like a teacher, principal, or family member, or go to the office and talk to Mr. Hawk, Miss Merrill, or Jackson. Well, that's all for this segment, and thanks for joining me this 9 weeks on Pawsitive Vibes.
Up next, let's solve the mystery in the final installment of the Crimson Paw.
Well, that just happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hello? Open your eyes, maybe? Alex just got arrested.
Michael, you were standing there the whole time. How do you not know what we're talking about?
Guys, are we just gonna stand here trying to convince ourselves that Michael is incompetent? He's clearly up to something.
Finally, someone speaks up. I've been waiting for someone to speak up for ever.
Whoa, wait a minute.
No, absolutely no waiting.
We can just go give Maddie her birthday present now. I mean, we've solved the mystery, right?
Michael, I think you're hiding something from us because why are you trying to act so suspicious? Are you sure you're not the real kidnapper?
I think you are.
Right. So, you know what? Let's call Detective Alyssa back, right now.
On it.
Hello?
Hey, this is Bonnie from the mall.
Oh, did I forget something? What's up?
No, you didn't forget anything. Actually, we did.
Oh, and what's that?
We think there might be one more kidnapper.
Oh, I'm on my way.
Michael, stay back. This is getting way too confusing.
What is wrong with you guys?
What's wrong with us? I'll tell you what's wrong with us. We just sat here and accused Alex of something he might not even have done.
Or he did do it and Michael was just a part of it.
Guys, we need to stay calm.
Stay calm? You think we can stay calm?
Wait, GJ, we should stay calm.
Yeah, Alyssa is on her way. Just keep eyes on Michael.
That's a little creepy.
Not as creepy as you kidnapping Darian.
Michael, you've officially lost the right to speak for yourself.
Guys, look, someone's coming.
What? Who? Guys? That's Darian.
Wait, what? Darian?
Darian?
Darian, where have you been?
Michael literally kidnapped me.
Ha! See? Me and Bianca told you he was up to something.
Where's he at?
Right there.
Michael, step forward, please.
Here, I'll help you.
Yeah, it was Michael and Alex.
See? Told you. Now that makes more sense.
Yeah, it does.
Well, Alyssa, you know what to do.
Michael, you're under arrest. Thank you, guys.
You guys are the worst.
Yeah, shut up.
I would have gone away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling friends.
This was our final episode for the mystery segment. We hope you enjoyed it, and just in case you couldn't tell, Michael and Alex were the kidnappers.
I'm Kayla and I play Brittany and I'm signing off.
I'm Letty and I played Bonnie and I'm signing off.
I'm Maddie and I played Bianca. I'm signing off.
I'm Alyssa. I played the cop and I'm signing off.
I'm Alex. I played Alex, and I'm signing off.
I'm Michael and I played the kidnapper and my own character. I'm signing off.
Hi, I'm Darian and I'm signing off.
I'm Renee, and I played Renee. I'm signing off.
Bye.
Next, we will kick it over to Knee Slappers for your weekly dose of dad jokes and fun facts.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Knee Slappers. I'm Alex. We have Timothy and Levi as our guest laughers. Anyways, this is the final Knee Slappers for this group of 8th graders. And today we will have more jokes and the best fun fact. So turn up the volume and get ready to laugh until your knees hurt and have some fun. What do you call cows with no legs? Ground beef.
Okay, move on now.
All right, want to hear a construction joke? Oh, never mind. I'm still working on it.
That's a really good one, Alex. Move on now.
I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why.
Oh, man, that was a good one, Alex. That was a good one.
Yeah, that's really good, Alex. Is that all for the day?
Fun fact. Australia is wider than the moon.
Oh, very nice to know.
Who's measuring it?
That's all for Knee Slappers. We hope you're leaving with a laugh and a new fun fact. We won't catch you next time.
Aww.
Up next, let's hear what's going on in our school community segment with another student panel Q&A.
Hi, and welcome back to the school community segment. Today we'll be answering more questions for the 6th and final week.
For our first question, what is something about the podcast that you really liked?
Probably getting to know everyone so much better.
I would have to say like talking and like getting closer with other people.
I also really liked about the podcast that I got to like learn more stuff like about other people.
I'm gonna have to agree with McKenna.
I'm gonna have to say probably like writing the scripts and everything.
Next question is, would you rather go 100 years into the past or 100 years into the future?
Go 100 years into the past.
I want to go 100 years into the future. Like flying cars, man.
I want to go 100 years in the past.
Yeah, 100 years into the past, definitely.
Okay, so Monday's a holiday, so what are you guys gonna do on your day off?
Sleep.
I'll probably sleep in and hang out with friends.
I'm gonna be scrolling on my phone and sleeping.
Probably sleeping.
Probably sleeping.
Where's your favorite place to go on vacation?
Myrtle Beach.
I would have to be Disney because there's so many things to do.
Mexico and Dominican Republic.
I'm agreeing with McKenna.
I have to agree with McKenna or Alyssa.
Would you rather spend an entire week with friends or an entire week sleeping?
I would rather spend an entire week with friends.
I would rather spend an entire week sleeping because I love sleeping.
I feel like hanging with my friends for an entire week, we would spend so much time together that we would start to like fight. So an entire week sleeping.
I would spend an entire week with my friends, but it overall just depends on who it is.
I'd rather spend an entire week with my friends.
Who is one person you love to spend time with?
My sister,
My boyfriend.
Emma.
Madison.
My boyfriend.
All right, that's all the time we have for this Q&A. It has been so fun asking questions and answering them, but sadly this is the last Q&A for this 9 weeks. Come back in a couple weeks to hear the next Q&A team.
This is McKenna signing off.
This is Letty signing off.
This is Annie signing off.
This is Kaylin signing off.
This is Alyssa signing off.
This is Michael signing off.
Next, we're going to kick it over to our WildCast interview team with a special guest, Miss Shauna Johnson.
Welcome to the last Lincoln WildCAST guest interview for this 9 weeks 8th grade crew. For our special farewell episode, we would love to introduce you to our special guest, Executive Director of Strategic Communications at West Virginia University, Miss Shauna Johnson.
Hello, it's great to see you all.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it a lot. Frankie, what's our first question?
Could you please tell us about your career and how you got to the point where you are now?
Well, right now I work basically as a spokesperson for West Virginia University, and I get to tell the stories for the university's students, faculty, staff, alumni, which is a really, really fun job to have. I started as a student at WVU. I went into college not really knowing what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to write. I thought maybe I wanted to go into broadcasting, but when I got into my first classes, I realized that I really liked shooting video and I really liked talking to people. So that morphed over the years into becoming a news reporter. And I was working full-time as a news reporter before I graduated. And I bounced around to the state. I went from television to radio, and then I went a little bit more in the communications realm and came back to radio eventually. I really like being in a situation like we are right now, looking at you, talking with you. It's weird for me to be interviewed. This is strange. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm usually the person doing the interview. So my whole career has been about talking to people and sharing their stories. And I get to do that now at West Virginia University.
Throughout your career in media and communications, what has been the coolest, most interesting story you've covered?
That's tough, because I worked in TV and radio for a very, very long time. My favorite stories are the stories that some people may not think are big deals. I get sent to a meeting and I end up talking to somebody about an issue that's really important to them that maybe no one else had asked them about, and they are able to share their experiences in a very authentic way. That to me is the best part, or was the best part, about being a reporter. It's also, in my communications role now, also important because I'm sitting in the room with faculty and staff, with our students, and I need to get them to talk as well. In terms of like big deal things that I absolutely remember about covering as a reporter and also in my current role, I remember a sunrise that I shot from a hot air balloon over Morgantown. I remember that. I don't remember that we had a crash landing. Somebody reminded me of that recently. I just remember how beautiful the sunrise was, and I never would have seen that if I wasn't a television reporter. It was an opportunity I had because of that. Other memorable things would have been rappelling off the New River Gorge Bridge. I was there for a special event and was asked to cover it, so I got to do that. When I showed up that day, I thought I was just shooting it for somebody else, but because things happen, things change, you always have to be flexible when you're a reporter or a storyteller. I ended up rappelling myself. Another big deal would have been, working with students like you. I liked going into schools and sitting down and talking with them.
You have been working and you went to West Virginia University, so what has been your overall favorite thing about being a mountaineer?
Being a mountaineer is about having fun. We have fun. We work hard, but we also have fun. And I've been a mountaineer my whole life. I can't imagine being anything else. Like, name any other mascot, it's not me. A buckeye, a Nittany lion, all the other things, they just don't ring true. Mountaineers, we see mountains, they're obstacles. We're not deterred by them. We climb the mountain. We want to see what's on the other side. So that kind of ethos is at the heart of everything we do. And anyone who grows up in West Virginia understands that, right? You don't have to go to West Virginia University to understand the value of hard work. I think a lot about my dad these days because he's been on my mind. He grew up in West Virginia his whole life, lived on the same road his whole life. Different places, but different parts of the same road. He always said to me, Shauna, just keep your head down and work harder. And to me, that boils down what a mountaineer is. Keep your head down, work harder.
Like many middle schoolers, WVU uses social media like X, Instagram, and TikTok. Why do you feel it is important for WVU to be on those platforms, and which platform do you feel is the most challenging?
West Virginia University has to be on social media platforms because that's where our students are. That's where our prospective students are. And we need students to come to Morgantown to learn, to grow, right? To do what we do. So a big part of our job is trying to figure out where you all hang out on social media and how we can reach you and share our stories. In terms of the most challenging, they're most challenging for all kinds of different reasons. But I would say the biggest challenge for us is finding out what the next thing is so that we can be ready to meet you on that platform. You know, by the time you get to high school, you're going to be using something we've never even heard of. So what do we do to be ready for that so that when you're really looking at colleges, we can get to you and tell you why West Virginia University is so great.
What is one skill that you learned in middle school that you use almost every day in your job now?
The one skill I learned in middle school that I apply now, never give up. If somebody tells you no, try a different way. You know, don't be easily deterred by one closed door. And that's something that if you learn it in middle school and keep that in mind as you go to high school, college, and on, that will help you.
Lastly, what is the most important piece of advice you have for middle schoolers, especially females who are interested in journalism, social media, or working in a leadership role like you someday?
My advice to middle school students is to get involved. Even if you don't know exactly what you want to do something. There are so many more broadcasting opportunities to you today than I had when I was your age. You can go now and work on high school sports broadcasts. You can help out with television productions. You can start your own podcast and put it on major platforms and share it with the world. That was not an opportunity I had at your age. So find ways to be on the air, to hone your craft, to practice, and then find ways to apply it in the working world. And do that now. Don't wait until you're getting ready to graduate from college or whatever you do next, or get out into like the full career world. Start now. Start building a portfolio. You're doing it as you're speaking here on these really nice microphones to me. You know, do something. Try it out. If you don't like it, try something else. And the thing about broadcasting is there are so many things you can do that you may not even know about. Like you have a sound engineer here, but you also have graphics designers for larger productions. You have people who just put together the rundown, who research and write the questions for the interviews, who pull up archive video. All of these things are broadcasting. So there are so many things that are available to you. So get out and try things.
We thank you for your time and we hope to speak with you again soon. Come back next week for another crew on the Lincoln WildCAST. Finally, let's go to our WildCAST news team to wrap up our show.
Welcome, WildCast, to your daily guide through the jungle we call Lincoln Middle School. In a world full of noise, we're here to bring you the stories that matter most. You're listening to your official news dispatch, the WildCast News. Here are your announcements.
Selected 8th graders are heading to Pierpont this upcoming Friday, October 17th. The Change Your State app challenge is starting week 3. Log into the app and complete 3 goals each day. You need 15 points, good behavior, and perfect attendance to be eligible for prizes. Track your progress by opening the app and selecting My Progress. To assure you are hitting goals each day, and make sure to check out the daily tip to learn how you can improve your health habits. Thanks for participating in the Change Your State app challenge.
The book bash starts October 15th. Make sure you are in homeroom Wednesday to figure out how you can earn new books and prizes.
That's it for our announcements. Now let's pass it over to sports.
Welcome to your LMS News Sports Recap. Let's hear how your Wildcats have been doing this week. Congratulations to both of the boys and girls cross-country team for their awesome performance in their home meet. The Junior Newsom Memorial Invitational at the Shinston City Park. High finishers were Easton Perrine in 4th place, Maddie Drainer in 8th place. Ella Miguel in 18th place.
Make sure to tune in next week as we sit down with Coach Newsom and various cross-country members for our special guest interview. Girls and boys soccer, football, and volleyball all played hard this week and showed out with Wildcat pride. Great work. Also to the dance line and the homecoming parade.
That's it for sports this week. Go Wildcats!
And now the moment you've all been waiting for. It's everyone's favorite segment. Here's What's for Lunch. Remember, no school on Monday. On Tuesday, October 14th, we're having chicken nuggets, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. On Wednesday, October 15th, we're having hot dogs, fries, baked beans, and porridge. On Thursday, October 16th, we're having meatloaf, scalloped potatoes, and corn. On Friday, October 17th, we're having Cook's Choice. That's what's for lunch. As always, thank you to our wonderful cooks who keep us fed and ready to take on the day. Thanks for joining us on the WildCast News, and thanks for listening.
As a special treat for all of our wonderful listeners, enjoy a blooper reel from the past 9 weeks.
Up next, unravel brand new mystery in the Crimson Paw.
Dang it! Mr. Kimball, why'd you make these so long?
You said that's at the end. It's after I say my line. Before Dean goes, that's nice to hear. Thanks for joining us today. I'll be like, wait, how tall are you guys?
Okay.
As they walked closer to the light, they saw a familiar face.
Welcome back to the... My bad.
Guys, we actually need to lock in.
6 is high on day.
Renee!
Yeah, Kimball, you're being a little bit
Turn
distracting.
it off.
Mashed potatoes. And that's all for today.
What do you call cows?
Stop.
This has been an amazing time on Here's Podcast.
Brother.
This is all for...
What's
trending?
All right, let's pause it.
Why are you acting so suspicious?
Yeah.
Just because why are you acting so suspicious?
Okay, stop, Alex.
Alex, stop it! Stop it!
So we've been sitting here accusing.
We need to redo on that last one.
Will depend on... Welcome to the last Lincoln...
Stop!
Finally, we'll hear from our very special guest this week.
Check out the daily tip to learn.
Bye. On behalf of all the 8th graders in media studies during the first 9 weeks of the 2025 to 2026 school year, thanks for listening and